I asked some of you to send me questions, any questions you had about my new album White Gold, or just any other questions that you had in general. So here you go.
Oh honey, I ain't some piece of cake. Take your stuff, take your sorries, I've heard enough. Wrap 'em up.
What would you say the theme of this record is?
The theme for White Gold is kind of like a two-sided coin of love. Happy love, sad love, love gained, love lost. And I started recording the project as soon as I got engaged, or right around that time. So I was working toward this, this upcoming wedding and marriage, and a lot of the feelings in the production of the White EP, were based around that, and then the gold half of the record is more of the love lost from sadder experiences. So that was kind of the idea.
White Gold is your second album release. In what ways do you feel you have grown as an artist since you first released your first record?
Well, when I released my first record, I had never, obviously never recorded anything that way before. I'd never played with a band before, and I was so green, I didn't really have any idea of how my songs could sound apart from just me playing them on a guitar. I hadn't envisioned them any farther than that. So it's really, it was a lot easier this time around, recording, having like 4 years in between of playing with bands, collaborating with a lot of other musicians, and being able to hear better how my songs, like how the final product of my songs could be. So this time I had a lot better idea of how I actually wanted the songs to sound before I went into the studio. So the pre-production part was way, way better, and that was very helpful.
Are you rich?
Yes, actually, I'm very, very wealthy. In the next room I have a diving tank of gold bullion, like Scrooge McDuck used to have, and I just, backstroke in there every afternoon to relax.
What was your songwriting process like for the record?
I write songs first from the idea. I get an idea, and then I will work out a melody around that idea, and once I've got it kind of the way that I think it should go, sorted out in my head, then I go pick up a guitar and figure out what it is that I'm hearing in my head.
Why did you decide to make a double disc record, one pop rock and one country?
The concept for the White Gold double disc was born out of just the songs themselves. The ones that I really loved and wanted to record were about half and half, country and pop, and I didn't want to just try to force some of the country songs into the pop genre or vice versa. So we decided to do 2 EPs, and that's where the idea came from.
Is there anything you try to avoid when writing songs?
Yes. I don't like to write a lot of love songs without intentionally putting a rough edge on there, because I do not ever want to come across sounding cheesy or trite. So I try to avoid cheesy, trite, been done a million time turn of phrases, like tacking the word today onto the end of any line is like nails on a chalkboard to me. So those are the typical things I try to avoid.
The town that you grew up called Shake Rag, is that a real place?
Shake Rag is a real place. It doesn't have a post office, so technically the mailing address is still Millington, Tennessee. But Shake Rag is just an area of the county northwest of Millington. And that's where I grew up. I used to tell people that the only way that you could really know it was Shake Rag was because there was an cotton reprocessing plant, and a shake rag store where bikers would caravan every Sunday in droves and eat bologna sandwiches and play really, really loud Southern rock music.
Do you have a stage at your ranchero?
The stage at the ranchero is actually not my stage or my ranchero. It is my parents' ranchero from Shake Rag, where we filmed the music video for Can't Keep Me Down. And the stage is just a wooden deck. I hate to burst your bubble, but that's all it is.
White Gold sounds very professional to me. Was there thoughtfulness behind picking the engineer and the musicians?
Oh yeah, we thought about it for a long time. I did a bunch of demos last summer and sent them out to different people just to kind of gauge their interest in the project. Because we know a ton of talented people. I just wanted to make sure that whoever we were working with was really interested in my songs. So yeah, we thought a lot about that, gauged the feedback, and then scheduled the guys. And the engineer we ended up working with was James Joseph from Earsmack Audio, and he was an absolute magician. That's why it sounds so incredibly professional, in my opinion, just beyond, you know, the excellent musicianship. So yeah, we took our time, and it definitely paid off.
I have favorite songs from White and Gold. Even though I've never considered myself a fan of country songs before, I like your lyrics and style. Which album expresses your favorite music genre, White or Gold?
Well, I love both White and Gold, but Gold is probably where I feel more comfortable. It's just always been a little bit easier for me to relate to country songs, and my voice is naturally inclined that way. So I just find that to be more of a comfort zone. But yeah, so I guess Gold.
Have you had any success since the digital release of White Gold?
Yeah, we've had a lot of success actually, beyond just like really positive feedback from everybody about the record. We got mentioned in the Commercial Appeal in their Best of 2010 edition, number 7, and they called it the most commercially viable recording to come out of Memphis this year. So that was really, really cool and unexpected. Very nice Christmas present. And I've got several wins for some of the songs on the record in different song competitions. The Nashville Songwriters Association song competition for 2010, one of You Can't Hold It actually got made the top 10 finals for that contest, which was really, really cool. Tennessee Song Concert, Song Contest, Song of the Year, Song Contest, stuff like that. So really excited and pumped up about that, encouraging for more projects to come. I think we're on the right track, so pretty cool. Thanks everybody for sending me your questions. I hope to see you all January 15th.